Hey guys, my name is Eric, and I am starring the advice guy in this show. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, I'm Tan Shaoxiang, and my role is a friend who loves studying during quarantine period.
Hi, my name is Ang Wei Han, and I will be playing a role as a friend who is suffering during pandemic life.
Hey guys, how are you guys lately?
I'm just fine.
Things going well so far?
You look happy, James. Look having a happy study life during this quarantine.
Oh, really? Frankly speaking, I think this pandemic did give me a rather unique and positive studying experience.
Why do you say so?
Well, the most obvious changes would be self-improvement. To me, studying during quarantine is akin to living in a spaceship that's isolated for a period with length unknown. They are dangerous too. So what can start as a break from life will unchecked become something much worse. So I thought I've only two choices. First is to live my life as it is, or second, make some changes to my life. And I choose to take some actions to improve myself.
So, so
Yes.
basically, how do you improve yourself?
Okay. The first thing that I do is to learn to utilize my time. Before that, I do not have a time schedule for my study and study life. Since this quarantine, I decided to plan a time schedule to help me focus on my study and also to improve my study life balance. Quarantine makes us feel lost track of time. Hence, the way I solve this problem is to divide my time into four sections. That is physical exercises, sleep, entertainment, and also work. Planning my time well really helps me to organize my life. This could avoid me from being overwhelmed with the deadlines of submissions, lab report, and etc.
Wow, you must have a good study life during this quarantine time.
Yeah, besides, I think it also helped me to become more disciplined as a whole. But it doesn't just come to me like that. Rather, initially, I was not paying attention to my academic too. To be honest, at that time, I was playing games. Fortunately, I found a video regarding lockdown productivity. There, I came to a realization that I should change myself to be a better person. Since then, I strictly follow the timetable that I've planned. Now, I won't use phone before going to bed. I think that's a good sign. Anyway, I highly recommend you guys to watch it. Let me share the link with you guys later on.
Okay, sure.
Well, it looks nice to you. James, I noticed that the project that you embedded a year ago in TAPUB is finished.
Oh, you notice? Yes, indeed. I finished it during the quarantine. I don't know if you all know this, but the time has become more flexible during this quarantine period. Therefore, apart from studying and doing coursework, I could spend some time on my stuff. That's one of the things that I love studying during quarantine. Although we hope that the pandemic will end soon. In university, we have the time and flexibility time too. But sometimes I feel that I would become tired and might not be motivated to work on other stuff. By the way, Wei Han, I noticed that you look sad. What happened?
Do you think I look sad?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so too. You look pale, bro. How do you doing?
Yeah, just a little fine, but overall, I don't think I can live in this pandemic life.
Just talk to us off of your trouble. James and I have your back, right, James?
Yes.
Um,
Just tell us your problem.
yeah, I have a problem about I feel insecure and scared and cannot keep it up with other space. Um, I always keep asking my friends about the assignments and projects that need to do because I'm always easily forget the assignments and projects that need to do. Um, Besides, I also need help at understanding the requirements for the assignments and projects to ensure that I will not do wrongly.
Rehan, you need to be more confident in yourself. You need to stop questioning yourself again and again. You are the most hardworking guy that I had ever seen. I know how hard you push yourself to achieve flying mark in the exam, and I believe that all your hard working will gain you something in the future. Besides that, I also hope that you can be more yourself, and try to care less about what other people think of you. I just want you to know that no matter what happens, James and I will always have your back. Right, James?
Yes, of course.
Right?
Of course.
I think I think it's very exhausting for you to try to catch up with other people's pace just because you're afraid that you are not the same with others. I think you will be more comfortable if you can study on your own pace. Just remember one thing: you are studying for yourself in order to get a better future. You need to study for at least 6 years in the future. Just don't be too harsh for yourself, buddy.
Yeah, it sounds kind of a good advice to me, and I understand about you, buddy. But it's not just that problem. I also have another problems, like I'm also unable to enrich the real university life experience, like something like hang out with you guys and make physical conversation with you guys and so on. I also couldn't carry out physical activities with my course mates, for example, planning for group study, playing sports together, and so on. I really want to enjoy the meaningful moments instead of always staying at home.
Well, to be honest, I also feel a bit disappointed for not getting experience the real university life. However, I believe that the whole new normal thing will be over soon since the vaccine is being invented and also being manufactured in a large quantity. Well, if we are you still worrying about this day, then let's make a promise together with me and James.
What kind of promise?
Well, it is a promise about traveling together in Penang after all this thing is over.
Why Penang?
Because I always wanted to travel at Penang. So what do you think, Weihan? Dear
Deal.
James?
Yeah, due to.
Well, it's all said then. Weihan, I just want to remind you that the three of us will be friends forever. If you feel lonely, James' door will always open for you. I hope you won't feel lonely again.
Alright. Thanks, bro. I also have another problem, which is the lack of understanding during the online class because of some factors like connection or internet problem, feeling stressful, being disturbed by my family members, and some other external factors. So I feel like I'm not comfortable during this pandemic life.
Well, actually, I cannot help you with your connection or internet problem. All I can do is just suggest you to get an upgrade plan from Telecom in order to solve all this problem. Weihan, I just suddenly got a pretty good idea to solve all your problem.
What idea?
Let's study together during every weekend by using WebEx or Microsoft Teams. We can help each other out.
Wow, that's a pretty good idea. Okay, I never think about it before.
Well, I'm pretty curious about that too, James. So what do you guys say? Yeah?
Yeah, deal.
Deal. Of course.
Alright then, I believe if the three of us study together, we can definitely achieve something in the future. So, all of you troublesome, Weihan?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's good.
Sorry, my brother called me. Hold on. Hello. I'm having video call with my friends. Talk to you later. Sorry for the interruptions. My brother called me.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay,
that's just
James.
fine. Oh, just seems like your relationship with your brother is quite close.
Yeah, I think our relationship has strengthened since this quarantine. I guess it's because we have more time together, like assist him in his homework or playing games with him. Well, I think today is quite fun, so I hope we all can do this again next time. Deal?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I also think the same. Okay, oops, it just so that okay. I hope we can meet again next time. Bye.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.